shadow, to president, to messenger, friend, night watchman, etc. According to the will of the bundles, obeying them like a servant, and offering obeisances like one younger in years. When he heard this, out of parachute, the people went with devotion, go to speak of the Lord. Strange, right? Lord Krishna accepts the position of the king and servant to his devotion. Security guard. Not only security guard, night security guard. Security guard is fine. But when it comes to night, it impacts on your mental health. Krishna did that. But Lord Krishna is everything to the unalloyed devotees like the Pandavas. The Lord was for them the supreme Lord, the spiritual master, the worshipful deity, the guide, the chariot driver, the friend, the servant, the messenger, and everything that they could conceive of. And thus the Lord also reciprocated the feelings of the Pandavas. Maharaj Parikshit, as a pure devotee of the Lord, could appreciate the Lord's transcendental reciprocation of the feelings of his devotees. And thus himself also was overwhelmed with the dealings of the Lord. Simply by appreciating the dealings of the Lord with his pure devotees, one can attain salvation. The Lord's dealings with his devotees appear to be ordinary human dealings. That one who knows them in truth becomes once eligible to go back home, back to God. The Pandavas were so mindful to the will of the Lord that they could sacrifice any amount of energy for the service of the Lord. By such unalloyed determination, they could secure the Lord's mercy in any shape they desire. Just mind, so the third time of this time, one day Sri Krishna. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Ram Krishna, Krishna Krishna, the Bhakti Vedanta song. Namaste, Saraswati. Then it says, Panchakalpatayidacha, so we're seeing how the love and the devotion that the devotee has for Lord Krishna can actually make Krishna to do anything for them. And it's so difficult to understand why Lord Krishna does what he does, how he does what he does. Because traditionally speaking, superior people, they don't bend down to, their inferiors. But Krishna not only, pays obeisance, is that he becomes even the chauffeur, child driver. Imagine you have a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, and the chief minister, you're not going to post it in Calcutta, and the chief minister of Bengal comes, volunteers to come and drive your Ferrari to be a driver. That is unheard of. No, it's unheard of. But Lord Krishna takes the role, he enjoys serving his devotees. He enjoys it. There is a reciprocation. In fact, the person who is rendering the service, it is a pure devotion, they enjoy it more than the person who is receiving the service. And that is why in Bhakti Swami he says that when you're receiving service from someone, you should understand that you are being propositioned. The person in the service, he enjoys it. It is done in pure love. And there is also a reciprocation from the person receiving the service. And that is why the relationship between the guru and the disciple is that of exchange of services. The guru is serving the disciples, that's like a competition, that's competition of service. And so here, it's just so clear. There's no question of Krishna trying to exercise control. Huh? But you know what there's this pastime between Krishna and the gopis, and this is in the Mukta Charisa. There was this period pastime, and then after one episode, there was this act of Krishna. The gopis were saying that Vrindavan, Radha is the queen of Vrindavan. Vrindavan belongs to Radha. And Krishna said that Krishna and the prior boyfriend, they said, oh, Krishna is the king of Vrindavan. He owns Vrindavan. And as he was making this argument with the gopis were arguing on behalf of Radha. And the gopas were also arguing on behalf of Krishna. But then Krishna was there also making the claim that he is the king of Vrindavan. And Radha out from the blue where she was hiding. She said, Tista, stop, shut up there. So who can tell a king when he's talking? Stop, shut up there. So this is the love in action. In devotional service, this is why it's a achintya. It's inconsiderable. Because when we have to evaluate and relate, use our material brains to relate to the pastimes of the Lord, we can't really get anything out of it. Because it seems everything is contrary. It's the opposite. So here, the Pandavas were having this type of reciprocation with the Lord. And Lord Krishna, during their the preliminary stage of the argument between the Pandavas and the Kurus, Lord Krishna was literally the messenger. He goes back and forth. He goes to the Kuravas and tell them, it should be like this, and whatever they say, he brings it back to the Pandavas. He was the messenger. Let him go do like this. Let him, happily he goes. When there is love, people want to serve. And because Krishna knew the Pandavas, Yeah, he's great devotee. They love him so dearly. He knew the Pandavas were so malleable. Malleable means, you have, lead. Lead. Lead is very malleable. So the devotee is also malleable as far as service of Krishna is concerned. Whatever Krishna tells them, they do it without any. They don't question, is it possible to do it? Why ask me to do this? I'll give you a typical example in the case of Subha. One time, the Kaya boys and Krishna, they were in groups, and all of a sudden, from nowhere, Krishna generated this idea. He told Subha, hey Subha, go and bring it around here, right now. I mean, it's like asking a chicken to pass through without water, without urine. Chicken, they pass through and urine together. If you're asking the chicken to pass through without urine, that is impractical. So asking Krishna, asking Subha to go and bring Radha, understanding the circumstances in Radha's situation is like asking the chicken to pass through without urine. None of us impractical. But Subha did not look back to say, hey Krishna, come on. You know this is not practical now. Why are you teasing me? This is not, it's not doable. But then no, he did not have any reservation. This is the malleability of the devotee. Do whatever the Lord asks them. Even if someone tells them, don't do it, don't try it, it's not possible, they'll go ahead and do it. This is the malleability of the devotee. And because they bend to Krishna's wishes. And you see, when we try to do Krishna's service, there are a lot of implications for that. First of all, we get the empowerment to also do the service, because every instruction is encapsulated with corresponding empowerment. Now, without this understanding, then one thinks that I don't have the strength to do it, but it's not our strength. But Krishna mentions in Gita, He is the strength in us. What a text in Bhagavad Gita, the Pandit. 10.26. Huh? I think it's 10.26. Don't say you think, come on. Bishop. 10.26. So, Krishna says He is strength. So, if we understand that He is the strength, it becomes easy to execute services. It becomes very easy. You see, when Bhaktisiddhanta instructed Prabhupada, see, it's also unimaginable. Prabhupada is a realtor, struggling with his business, and here, first time of meeting the Swami, he gives us some, heavy instruction. It's like unimaginable. How is it going to happen? But Prabhupada received it with absorption, with faith and devotion. Because Prabhupada knew instruction from the spiritual master is encapsulated with empowerment. He would just be used as an instrument to execute that order. This is the point. And this is the situation applicable to the Pandavas. They were so malleable because they understand that Krishna is simply using them to execute particular functions. And that's why when Arjuna was hesitating to embark on a battle, Krishna, in an attempt to persuade him, he opened up to him and said, look, everything is done. You just go ahead and go get the credit. Imagine when you have to fight with people you know they're greater than you in strength, in valor, in terms of capacity. You won't have any hesitance to do that. So it was natural for Arjuna to be hesitant. And again, because Arjuna, being a Pandava, he was also highly malleable, and Krishna had to persuade him to embark on the battle without any material consideration. So at some point in time, Krishna opened up to him and told him, look, it's finished. Everything is already done. You just go get the credit. So, it's a good lesson for us We want to get the message of Krishna. Malleability is the watchword. We want to get the message of the spiritual master. Malleability is the watchword. We can't say, well, I will not be able to do this. I cannot do this. Impossibility is only found in what? Where? In the Fool's Dictionary. So, devotional service is a transcendental process. Golokera Premadan, Harinam Siddhita. It's coming from the spiritual world. It's not something that was manufactured on this planet. It's not a society that was created by somebody. The Prabhupada simply transplanted this knowledge to the West. So Lord Chaitanya is the very person who inaugurated the Sankirtan movement. So, to have that understanding that this movement is important from the spiritual world, Golokera Premadan, Harinam Siddhita. To clear about it. So are we ready to be malleable? Are we ready to be adjustable? To be adaptable? Yeah, so we want to get Krishna, we have to make ourselves valuable. And there are so many things. Krishna can choose anybody. You may think, oh, well, I'm the temple president, I am the regional director, I am the GBC. See, one boy, Lord Chaitanya came to him in a dream that someone had put him in the bushes just during the paragraph. This one is not 500 years ago, just yesterday, so to say. In Bengal, here. It isn't. Lord Chaitanya did not choose the GBC to come to the dream. Krishna wants devotion. It's not about a position. You could have chosen one of the GBCs or the chairman of the GBC to reveal to him that, look, I was hidden in the bush here. Please arrange. Hey, chairman of GBC, please arrange to come pick me up. No, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. A devotee that nobody even knew her. Nobody knew him in this world. Doesn't make sense to us. Our malleability is the determining factor for Krishna to reveal himself to us. Krishna is looking at our heart. He's not looking at about, how great we are, myself is speaking. So, the Pandavas, they bought Krishna over with what? How many rupees they bought Krishna with? Huh? Yes, Pandavas, what did they use in buying Krishna over? They made Krishna their property. Yes. What did they use? What was the money they used? Dollars? Euro? What is it? Devotion, yeah, love. When you love somebody, they want to do anything and everything for you without asking anything. No. So we have to see how we are portraying that malleability in our relationship with Krishna, in our relationship with spiritual matter, the services we need to do. Because any little thing we do matters. Why? Because it facilitates the purification process and expedites our forward step to meeting with Krishna. Then the watchword is that we have to be highly malleable for Krishna to use us in the service. Any comments on this? Any comments or questions? Do we have anything tomorrow? Anything else today, tomorrow? I have today. I have a presentation at Oxford online. I have to check the itinerary. I have a conference presentation. And yeah. So, any comments or questions on this one? Yes, please. Anku.
What are the factors or what are the things to be taken care of so that we can improve our malleability in us?
Okay. First of all, we have to understand philosophically that we are not the doers. We are just instruments in the hand of the Lord. Instrument does not argue with the carpenter. Have you seen any nail argue with the carpenter? Wood, plants arguing with carpenter or resisting to be used by the carpenter? They just surrender because they're just instruments. We should think of ourselves as instruments of the Lord. Then malleability is relationship. Yes.
My question is that devotee should be malleable, but in the other hand, that sometimes I have heard that devotee should choose according to his nature, but he can do with the greatest extent that he is good with. So how to reconcile this? It should be always malleable, or he should ask spiritual master that I can do this to the greatest extent. So what he should do?
Yeah, an expert spiritual master is also an expert in talent management. We see that in Prabhupada. Prabhupada didn't go to management school, okay? He didn't have a PhD in management studies, but he was an expert talent manager. So I'll give you an example. When Sariputta joined, Sariputta is one of these devotee scientists who joined, I think his field is in physics or something. But so when he joined, Papa, he was in Atlanta. So Papa went to Atlanta, Georgia. That's talking about the United States. Papa went to Atlanta, Georgia, and then he asked the president, this scientist, what service is it doing? What service? The president said, engage him to wash dishes. So Prabhupada put it again, he said, all that you know is to engage people to wash dishes. This is a scientist. Send him to Bhakti Swarup Damodara Maharaj. Engaging people based on their potentials, based on their skills, based on their talents. So, at some point in time, initially we do all of the services, but at some point in time, one is able to focus on their specialty, where they have a soft spot for, where they are most productive, where they do the service with joy. I mean, I remember in my case, at some point in time, even the GVC warned me, see, you're going to America, but don't get involved in any management. You go ahead, do your academic preaching. That's what your guru wants you to do. They will offer a management position, don't take. Yeah. Yeah, so in the beginning we can do everything and anything. And as we grow in our spiritual life, we should be able to understand what we are best at and what we can do and with the greatest productivity here, with greatest performance. So these are things that should be sorted out between the devotee who has special talents. I mean, like sometimes, people can, like the case of Sariputta, the president does not have any idea about talent management. So on. When you engage someone, say, who has a specific talent to do something that they are not talented in, you create low productivity, low efficiency, low performance. And then if you engage people based on their potentials, based on their talent, they are very happy to do it, to do what they are doing, there'll be high productivity. Yeah, that's my way. That's why we need also managers who are trained managers to be able to understand the skills that people come into devotional service with and then engage in for high productivity and performance. Yeah. And the last point of observation.
Thank you so much. Maharaj, means being malleable, of course, we have particular talent, but isn't it that being malleable means what is required for the mission? So we hand over ourselves to the superior so that they can best use us in the Krishna service. Because, like you said, in the initial phase, everyone does all the services person is told. So if a person is not like, can you highlight the importance of being under a proper training? Because sometimes we think we are the master, we know what we can do the best. So better be in a training model and then let our superiors churn out the best from us and do the best so that we can be of the best use to the mission.
Yeah, in most cases, what we find, like our society, we have a majority of our managers, then they don't study management. They put in position because of trust. Like those who are best book distributors, they become the temperatures. It's not that they know anything about management. So idea of managing people based on their talent acquisition and all this thing, don't know really. So especially in the earlier days, and still that issue is still all pervasive. I remember, I'll give you a typical example of my case. So my Guru Maharaj gave me an instruction to go and preach to professors. And then at that time I was a temple president. And I did not really like temple presidency, as a matter of fact, because it just makes you to be a bad guy. And if you are not a bad guy, just don't work. So I didn't like it, that I was asked to do it, and because I gave up my job to come and live in the temple, and whatever I asked, I just did it. The temple presidency was not my taste. I didn't really like it. Okay, because I got a problem with so many devotees, and I was looked upon as, oh, he's so bad. I even till today, if you go to Nigeria, for instance, those young devotees who were there at that time, they will tell you that Vasudev don't play around with you. If you mess up, oh, you're in trouble. So then, that was the early days. So then, when he asked me to go and do this academic preaching to professors, okay, so I thought, okay, this is his mind. All right, he resigned from the presidency. So I resigned, and then the regional secretary, it was not comfortable. He felt very bad that I resigned. I think when even the guru came, he reported to him that I was asked to resign. He didn't. I was there. I was watching. He didn't see anything. And then at some point in time, some devotees came to him and pressurized him that, because I was also helping with temple construction. So some devotees who want their temple to be built up quickly, they went to him to pressurize him that get Vasudev back to temple to come to manage the temple and all these things. Then he didn't say anything. So then I remember one morning, that time after Mangalati, he would make some short announcements. And so during those short announcements, he said, asking Vasudev again to become a president is wasting Vasudev's time, wasting Guru's time, wasting Krishna's time. So everybody shut up. Yeah, so my point is, in the beginning, we do everything. Like when I joined, one of the things they asked me to do was to be on the altar. And it's not like today that we have some pujari, like in my find that pujari, they have some specific time they go to the altar and the pujaris, and then the whole day they don't really do anything else. We go to the altar 4 o'clock, and your morning hour is done. Nothing else. From 4 o'clock till prasadam time. Again, when you finish in the altar, you have to go pick flowers for puja and for God. The same guy who has to go there. And then the question of chanting. If you don't wake up 1 o'clock to do your chanting, you're done. You're done. So our training was like military training, Either you swim across or you drown. But if you survive in those type of places, you can be a hero anywhere you go in the world. So my point is that, in the beginning, we should be very malleable. We should be willing to do any type of maintenance services. And I think in our movement also we need to, in the management, the managers, they need to be trained in terms of human relations, talent management, talent acquisition for the devotees. There's so many things. See, I studied management to the PhD level and I see so many lacks in our movement. And it's not something that I have to go about telling people that, hey, you know, like this. No, because people will not feel, they will not feel good. They feel uncomfortable. Then you become like an enemy. Oh, Pastor is coming again. So I travel and I just try to be friendly with people. And I see so many loopholes, assistants. Even a faith-based non-profit is managed completely different way. What is obtaining in our society is again different from what is in faith-based management records in the today. So anyway, we are transcendental, so we try it. We try it. The point is that we have to, utility is a principle. We utilize what we have to be able to attain the maximum, achieve the goal. Yeah, that's obtaining what we have to be able to achieve the ultimate goal. So we, in most cases, the people who are even having expertise in the field are not engaged according to their skills. There are some people, I know some people, that they have expertise in a particular field and they are not utilized. If I have maybe someone, maybe my disciple, who is not even perhaps does not have the skills, and they choose to have my disciple to do that. What is wrong with money? And I've seen all those things in the movie. I can't go and tell people that, hey, this is wrong, this is right, and all this. But, there are so many things that we can really improve. And in the beginning when we joined, we were doing everything. Jari, going on Sankit, and when you finish from the altar, remember, see, we didn't have this type of division of labor that, Sankirtan devotees, one department. No, you got to do everything. Finish from the altar, then you go out on Sankirtan and come back 5 o'clock and go back to the altar. And we also had at least 1 hour for reading. Everybody must sit down and read. Whether you like it or not, you must read. You came to this movement, you sleeping in the ashram? Oh, you must read. Sit down there and read. So every day, you have 1 hour for reading. So if you don't train yourself, you will not grow. If you don't manage your time effectively, you will not grow. So back to the point. We need to do things expeditedly, expediently, and to be able to achieve the goal collectively. Collective efforts are always important. Even in those days, we used to have ISKCON. While the procedure for the devotees was decided by the devotees. Morning meal, lunch, evening was decided by the devotees. I remember I went to my former temple in New Jersey. So when I go to the temples like that, I like to do some minutes of service. So I was helping them to serve an item during the Sunday feast presiding. So then the guy next to me was serving puris. So here the temple president is a retired medical doctor. He came with his family. and he refused to take the puris. So I said, hey, Swami Krishi, you are the president of this temple, and you are refusing to take Krishna prasadam? What is this? He said, Maharaj, there's a committee for this prasadam, and I cannot eat this deep fried food. It's dangerous to my health. My family also, they cannot eat this deep fried food. So I was trying to blame him that he made that, and he's not eating, he's rejecting it. He said, no, there's a committee, prasadam committee. So they decide what to cook in the morning, what to cook in the afternoon, what to cook in the evening, what to cook during the Sunday feast. In our time, we come together, we have an Easter goes in, and all the devotees decided, okay, morning meal, this, evening meal, this. Because everybody has sacrificed his life for the purpose of the growth of the movement. And when people get involved in this type of collective decision making, they have a better sense of belonging, and they take the movement like their mission. Yeah. So those things were very prominent, and they help us to grow faster. We had a say. I remember one time. I don't know. When I was in young Brahmacharya, that was very tough. So then, but I would do everything. I would try to go get help in serving and all those things. So then one senior devotee, the guy who trained me in Punjabi service, he just gave a class. He just gave a Sunday class. And we don't allow people to go into the kitchen. You don't allow devotees to go to the kitchen. You wait outside, no matter who you are. So when the medical sat down, then they serve everybody. But then this person who gave the class, I remember, it's late now. I remember vividly. He gave the class, and then he came out in the kitchen. And then he gave the class, and then he came. And he was entering the kitchen to demand the prasadam. I said, hey, at that time I don't used to fear anybody. I'm ready to go to hell. I said, hey, you just give a class. You should set an example for others. I didn't know when I swear. Sometimes I don't know when I say my stuff, you know. I just. And so, yeah, people didn't like me, you know, to tell that. So I said, oh, it's too rough. Yeah. All right. So, Papa, Peter. Sima Bhagavatam, Peter.